Hi, I'm Sally and this is the tutorial for my rabbit or bunny design. You will need whatever colour body band you want to do. Today I'm going to do a white rabbit and a colour for the inside of their ears and the nose, and then 2 black bands for his eyes or her eyes. So let's make a start. So taking your loom, staggered configuration, arrows pointing towards you, you want to take a single band and you want to twist it so that it's a figure of 8 across those top 2 pins like that, and then taking double bands, you're going down 3 times on your loom on each side. So 1, I don't know if I mentioned we're making the ear. Don't think I did, just so you know what we're doing. Well, it's going to be a bit of a strange looking rabbit, but this is for the ear. So you will need 2 of these. I'll show you how to make 1. So that's what it should look like. Your double bands going down 3 times, and we're going to place a cap band on each of these bottom pins. So single band twisted 3 times around the pin. Now we're going to make the pink middle bit there, whatever colour you choose. So taking your pink bands, we're going down twice, just at the side of your loom, because we will be removing it in a minute and adding it on. Oops. And then taking a single pink band, stretching it out and twisting it so you have it around your fingers, and placing it over like this. And we're going to go do the same, on this pin here. And then we're just going to hook up this piece here. Just have to hold that first band on. So going inside of that band and hooking up. So it looks like this. And we're going to add that on to this piece. So remove it and hold it on your hook. So the first 2 loops are going to stretch across these 2 pins, so the second pin down on each side. So you'll need to stretch it out quite a lot and hook it across. Those pins. Sorry, I've just lost the bands. It still fell off my hook. And it's all just fallen to bits. Sorry, I'm just going to do that extension part again, because it won't take too long to do. You are just going to stretch it down your ear if you want to carry on and do that. Caught up again. And hold them on, make sure they don't fall off. Right, so this is being stretched across these second pins. Like so, like that. And then if you stretch it down, this bottom band here, that is a loop, is going around those bottom 2 pins, like so. And then the round band that you've still got in here is going to go around these 2. These will also act as horizontal bands. So I found it easier with this, because you're getting it from both sides, to put it from the centre and then go in through the 2 side bands and just pull them out each side. So this is effectively an extension. So you should have something that looks like this. And now we're ready to loop the ear up. So going in through either cap band and you're looping straight up to the top. You're doing both sides. Just be very careful not to break any bands. Same on the other side, push back the cap band and the pink band. Ooh. There we go. Hooking up through just the bottom two bands you're hooking. So once it's all hooked up and it looks like this, we're going to tie it off, and that's what this 8 band is for. So if you take your hook inside one of the pins, pull that 8 band round, don't let go of it, just hold it on your finger, and then do the same with the other pin, just pull that single band round. You'll see that it goes through both of the loops, and you're just going to slip knot it. So putting that band over that band and just putting it as tight as it will let you for now. You can now remove from your loom and if you give it a little tug, you should have this band down here, which is how it would attach to your body. Just put it as straight as you can and you should have your little bunny ear. This band here can just be tucked out of the way, so just go through some of the bands on the back and pull it through. I'm having to do this twice, so dependent on your bands. Yes, and you probably have to do it twice too. And there we go. So once it's all nicely hidden, there you have a bunny ear. You will need to make another one of these, so if you pause the video, make another ear, and then we will make the body of your bunny. So place it to one side, taking your loom, and we are taking double bands, just hooking them over that last pin there, going diagonally, centre first to side first, same the other side. And then we're going, excuse me a minute, better, and then we're going down 4 times on each side. Four. And same down the other side with double bands. So this would be a good design for Easter, the little Easter bunnies, maybe as a gift, okay, instead of chocolate, if you don't like to give chocolate at Easter. I know there are some people that would prefer not to. I'm not one of them. And there we go. And then we're going down the centre 5 times down to this pin just here. I think it's 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 times down to this pin here. Still double bands. You should have it looking like this. And now we're going to place diagonal bands from here to here and here to here. Double bands again. Like so. Placing a cap band on here. So single band wrap around 3 times, like this. And now we're going to make his little legs. So from this point here, which is sort of his hip, we're going down twice. Same on the other side. And placing a cap band on the end of each of these for his feet. And now we're going to make his front feet. So we're going down just to the bottom of our loom twice. So we're doing the exact same again as we've just done for his hind feet. So going down twice, double bands, and placing a cap band on each at the end. And once I've done this, I will show you so you can check that you've done the same. So there we go. So we've got his legs here, gone down twice, double bands, cap band, and then the same here with a cap band on the end. And we're going to loop up just the front ones for now. And then we can place these on our rabbit's body. And taking them off. And centre the cap band so it hangs nicely like this, and we're going to place this on the 3rd pin down on each side. So one there, and centre it again, and placing it on the other side. So it's like this, and now we're going to put his ears on. So the ears are going to go onto this pin and this pin here. So taking your ear, and you're going to attach it using the cap band. You will need to put them on upside down. So the side that you want to be the front needs to go face down, because as you loop him up, you'll be looping up his back and not his front. Otherwise his ears will be on the wrong way round when you're finished. So just placing them over, and then you are going to have to as well, to make sure his ears are tight and not too wobbly, double that band that was your cap band. So it's like this, so you're placing it face down with a cap band at the bottom, and that is doubled round on itself on that pin. So same again on the other side, and my band's just coming out, so I'm just going to tuck that away again before I attach it. Keep it looking neat. So pulling out the cap band, placing it over and doubling it around like this. And now he's looking a little bit more like a rabbit. Now we're going to make his eyes. So I'm going to use black for my eyes, but you can use blue or green or whatever colour you'd like to. So single black bands, I'm going to wrap them individually around your hook 3 times. So you have them like this. Then taking a single band of whatever body colour you're using, so mine's white, placing it over the end of your hook, hold it with your finger and pull those 2 wrapped bands onto that single band, like so. And we are placing this across our rabbit's face So they go from the side second to the side second, so they're in between the ears and the front legs. And then separate the eyes out. And then taking your hook, place it down the centre of those two bands that you've got between the eyes and just pull the top one up, and this will act as a triangle band for you. And then we're going to make his little nose. So, taking a single pink or nose coloured band, stretch it out and double it, and then wrap it around your hook 3 times. So it looks like this. Taking a single rabbit body colour, so again mine's white, and we're pulling all of these loops onto this band. If you didn't double it, you'll find that the nose is much bigger and looks a little bit odd. I think it looks a bit odd, you might like it. So try it if you want to. One bunny nose, and this is going to be placed between the 3rd and 4th centre pins, so it's going between the arms there. So I'm just going to take it off my hair because I find it easy to put things on with my hands, like this. And there we have a bunny, and we're going to place triangle bands, and then we can loop. So the triangle bands will hold your rabbit's body together so that the columns don't pull apart. So triangle band is going across above the cat band. Same again. Across the nose and the arms, front legs, and then you already have one here with the eyes. So you should have 3 triangle bands in total. And once it looks like this, you can loop. So taking your hook, going in through each of the cat bands on the feet, and just taking the bottom 2 bands and looping up to the rabbit's body, and doing the same on the other side. Oops. So you've just done the legs, and now going in through this cat band here, pushing it back, you're getting the top 2 bands and taking them to whichever pin they've come from. So mine's going this way. Same again. So mine will go the other way, like that, and then the last 2 will go forward. So you should have a little fan shape there. And now you can loop all the way up to the top of the head. So just pushing back all bands except for the bottom 2. If you've got more than 2 bands, then just put them back around and try again. So you're not looping any of the triangle bands. Push back the feet and eye bands and the ear as well, which will be quite tight. And just putting up those 2 bands. If you need to, if the bands are quite tight, you can take your hook, I'll show you on this pin, and you can just run around the inside of the pin like this, and it will just help to loosen up your bands, just to hopefully stop them from snapping. So again, looping up the centre, pushing back that band that's got the nose on it. Just go straight in front of the nose, between the eyes, and up to the top of the head, and then back down to the leg, taking those 2 bands, just loosening those, and hooking up inside the arm, inside the eye band, inside the ear. It's been quite gentle. And And there you have one looped up bunny. So there's your rabbit, all looped up and nearly ready to come off the loom. So one last thing to do, we need to tie him off so he doesn't just fall to bits when you take him off. So taking these 2 bands here, taking your hook in through this top middle pin, finding those 2 bands, pulling them up and hooking them round the pin, and taking them on your hook like so, then pulling these top ones over those bottom ones, pulling to secure it. And once you've done that, you're ready to remove him. So we're just going to start the feet and pull them off of the loom, like so. Now the idea of this design was that his ears were slightly oversized. So they look a little bit big. You can make them a little bit smaller if you wish. I think it looks quite cute with the bigger ears. So there's your bunny, all curled up in a ball. So as you can see, this is the side that we were looping, and that's now his back. Make sure these bands are tight. Turn him over, you're going to see that his eyes and his ears and his nose are all there, all the right way around. Just pull his legs out and his arms and everything, so he looks how you want him to look. And there we have a rabbit. And I think it's really, really sweet. So if you've enjoyed making this, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. By subscribing, you'll find when I bring out more tutorials. I do have various animals on there, and there will also be a mouse, which will be going on very shortly. I'm also on Instagram, so if you'd like to show me your finished bunnies or any other of my tutorials, designs for my tutorials I should say, then I am at Sally's Looming on there. And thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed making him, and see you later. Bye.